Compensation picks. The way football becomes fun. But if you're a 49ers fan, you're used to getting these like 27 of these every single year. So it's actually kind of like a yearly tradition. So how do compensation picks work? Because I saw some comments down below and I don't think everyone understands exactly how they work. So let me explain them and then explain what picks the Cincinnati Bengals are going to be getting. So starting off right away, the NFL offers draft placements known as compensatory picks, designed from round 3 to round 7 in the event of specific personal changes. These include the net loss of compensatory free agents or hiring of a minority employee as a head coach general manager with a different team. How many picks are each year? Like many of the details surrounding compensatory picks, there isn't a hard and fast number of picks awarded each year. In 2022, the league awarded 39 picks to 16 different teams. The year before, 36 picks were handed out to 17 clubs. However, no team receives more than 4 picks per draft. If the team still qualifies for more than 4 picks, following calculations, they will be awarded the 4 highest remaining selections. How do NFL draft compensatory picks work? When awarding compensatory picks, the NFL uses a formula that accounts for a player's salary per year, snap count, and a postseason awards. The exact formula are confidential, but we know how it takes in consideration a player's history of playing time or lack thereof. So, yes, let's talk about it, because the Bengals lost, number 1, Jesse Bates. Jesse Bates is a great player for Cincinnati. He was a great free safety for a very long time for Cincinnati. That's a huge loss. Von Bell, number 2. Number 3, they lost Hayden Hurst. 3 key players. They also lost Samaje Perine, but we'll talk about those players and what value they give in a second. So, this upcoming offseason, they're probably going to lose Jonah Williams if they don't trade him. They might possibly lose him. I saw some people in the comment section saying, we'll get a 3rd round pick for Jonah Williams. No. Alright, so here's how it works. If you sign a free agent in the offseason that is equal value to the player you lose, you do not receive a draft pick. So Jesse Bates leaving, the Bengals will receive a 0 draft picks for him leaving, because Orlando Brown is equal value to Jesse Bates, according to the NFL. So they will only receive a 5th and 6th round pick for Von Bell and Hayden Hurst, because, again, keep in mind, it's based on salary, playtime, and postseason awards. Von Bell played enough for the Bengals that losing him as a starter equated to a 5th round draft pick. Tight end Hayden Hurst was a starter on the roster, and losing him equated to a 6th round draft pick. Samaje Perine, although we do love him and we think he's a great player and he did great for the Bengals, he was not valued enough as a starter to give us a draft pick for losing him. Also, keep in mind, we also did sign Nick Scott. Nick Scott, who else did we sign? We signed Nick Scott, Orlando Brown, I think on the top of my head, Irv Smith. Irv Smith might have just canceled out Samaje Perine. It's very possible Irv Smith could have just canceled out Samaje Perine like a little, okay, well, we lost him, but we got Irv Smith, and that's equal value. So, bam, he's out of there. So, again, keep that in mind. Whenever you lose players, so next year we lose Jonah Williams, right? You might say, and again, I saw somebody say I'm low, we're going to get a 3rd round draft pick for him. First off, no. First off, Jesse Bates was a 3rd round draft pick. Even if Jonah plays all 17 games, right, as right tackle, I don't think he will, but let's say he does, hypothetically speaking right now, okay? Even if he plays all 17 games at right tackle, he still will never in a million years be in the same level as Jesse Bates was for the Bengals. He won't be. And again, like I said, I don't think he plays all 17 games anyway, because Collins comes back healthy, he'll get the job. Jackson Carman's also there at the right tackle for the job. So there's so many factors that won't even put him there. But at most, if let's say he played all 17 games, he was the best right tackle for the Bengals, really helped the Bengals go far in the playoffs, and Jonah Williams just completely surprised the world and absolutely did everything we did not expect him to do, and he was an amazing player. At best, we'd get a 5th or 6th round pick, maybe a 6th round pick. And if we sign any free agents in the offseason, then it knocks out his compensatory value. So if we sign any free agents next year, then we automatically get nothing for Jonah Williams. And to be honest, again, like I said, keep in mind, guys, this is to keep it fair in the aspect of net losses. So, like, for example, because I know someone's going to say, well, Orlando Brown and Jesse Bates are different positions, but they have the same value. So if you think of a value chart, signing Orlando Brown out of 10 is a 2 out of 10, right? His value is through the roof. Losing Jesse Bates out of 10 is a 2 out of 10 because losing him is through the roof. So that kind of, hopefully that does make sense. Hopefully that, kind of cleared up a lot of things. It really depends on what player you lose and what players you get. If, for example, we do sign anybody else in the second wave of free agency that is in any way good, or a high value good, we might lose a 6th round pick for Hayden Hurst. It's very possible we lose a 6th round pick for Hayden Hurst if we sign a very competent tight end. So let's say, for example, I don't know, Hunter Henry hits free agency, right? He hits free agency and now we sign him. Okay, well, he would actually negate signing, losing Hayden Hurst. So you might lose a 6th round pick there. And this is right here, just a little confirmation, just what I'm saying. Court confirms the Bengals will not receive a 3rd round comp pick for the loss of Jesse Bates because Orlando Brown was equal signing to Bates. So, yeah. So, who knows? We get Hunter Henry to pair with Irv Smith, then we're going to lose that 6th round draft pick. And again, like I said, at the end of the day, it's like, yes, the 3rd round draft picks, the 4th round draft picks you get for losing crazy good players, they definitely help a lot, right? They definitely do. I mean, if a player walks away from your team and they have that value that you're like, oh my gosh, we just lost an amazing player, it's nice to have a little extra draft picks in there. Some draft picks, like 6th, 7th round for losing, like Hayden Hurst, it's kind of like, okay. I mean, like, it sucks. We lost him. It sucks more than we lost him now because that draft compensation is not really that great. We're not going to find Hayden Hurst in the 7th round or 6th round when he was a 1st round draft pick by the Baltimore Ravens. But it is what it is. So again, like I said, hopefully it did help you out. Hopefully it cleared it up a little bit. Keep in mind, we do have, again, on June 1st, the 2nd wave of free agency. We are going to see some players get signed before that. We just saw yesterday Trevor Siemian signed Cincinnati Bengals, and more players will sign as time goes on in the next couple weeks. And then free agency 2 hits, and then it's like, oh my gosh, this is a frenzy. Like, it's absolutely a frenzy. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.